Wait for the countdown now.
Yeah.
Now we are live.
Oh, Suki, look. Wow. I didn't know we were on today, Suki.
We are on. It's our day. It's Thursday. We're here with our good friend, Jeff. He is in the control room hooking it all up. Jeff, how are you?
I'm standing and breathing, waiting for another show.
We've got a lot of big news that's going on here. And
we do, Suki.
A lot of news.
Can we share with the
Well, let's wait till we're on. Yeah, wait till we start. Wait till we officially start the show. Lots of big news. Welcome aboard, everybody. Everybody's starting to light up. Let me just give Philly Kid the okay. Boom, 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 boy. Remember Phil?
Where is Phil? I miss him, actually.
Phil used to be on the show.
He's busy.
I miss him. I miss him.
Jeff, what'd you do with Phil?
Phil's busy, and truthfully, I want to be the musical guest, so Phil's been under the weather. You know what I mean?
How are you with acapella, Phil? How are you with your High School Musical songs?
I'm a little bit old for the High School Musical. We're gonna have to move that.
And true confession, I never even watched High School Musical.
Yeah, but your boy went past it.
My son went past it.
And listen, Suki, if you don't have
he went straight to like South Park.
If you don't get your daughter into the High School Musical franchise, I may call the folks at DIFUS and tell them that you're really not handling your parenthood.
I know, but that was like big when your kids were growing up, when there was no other options. Now you have TikTok.
Yeah, but you know what? It's almost like watching Grease. You can never watch Grease too much.
Yeah.
And it's
it's just like an abbreviated version every 15 seconds.
Yes.
You see Zac Efron when he was a kid, and,
right.
What's her name? Hudgens.
Yeah, Vanessa Hudgens.
And everybody's all grown up right now.
Yeah, everyone's like in their 30s, I believe, right?
Everybody's good. Yeah, High School Musical is huge, and of course, I know every single song. And we have Olesya Rulin, who's coming on. She played Kelsey in High School Musical, if you guys remember. She was the piano-playing songwriter, cute Kelsey, who put all the songs together. She is now in a thriller suit called Black Bags.
And
it looks kind of one of those absolutely insane edge-of-your-seat thrillers. With Laura Vandervoort, I believe you pronounce her name. And Laura she's kind of the murderer part.
Okay.
And she played Supergirl on the show Smallville. So she's coming on next week.
Okay. We all remember Smallville. We remember what a hit that was.
A lot of great things happening. And then, of course, later on, we have the group Zupanova.
Zupanova, and they're out of California, and they are fantastic.
Party music.
Talk about good, feel-good music. I mean,
Fantastic.
it is. I don't know where you're living right now, but we're sort of, having really good weather on the East Coast.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I know Florida was dealing with a lot with the rain.
Got a lot of rain at the Lauderdale Airport.
25 inches of rain in 24 hours.
Yeah, so we're giving our love to all those people in the Fort Lauderdale area who dealt with a lot overnight. But you know what? The sun's going to come back out, and hopefully we'll be able to clean up. We're resilient.
All right, Jeffrey, put us up.
You guys ready to party?
Let's do it.
Here we go. A great show.
It's the start of something new. You don't know it. God, Suki, you better get High School Musical going. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the show. Jeff, here we go. 3, 2, bam.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott. That's 7 of Hearts. Exactly.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor.
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu. Is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
That's the best intro for a show I maybe have ever seen. Your intro is fantastic.
Thank
Your
you, Eric
intro
Roberts.
is fantastic, Eric Roberts. Hold on, Sue.
Get your mic on. Get
my
your mic on. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining the Suki and Scott Show. We are so excited to have you here. We have some amazing guests while Scott tinkers with his
So
mic.
can we start that again? The intro?
All right. And
Suki, that is the best intro I've ever seen at any show.
I agree. I love Eric Roberts. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here on the Suki and Scott Show.
We're live, Suk. Sometimes we're almost live, but today, right now, here on this Thursday, we are indeed live, my friend.
And we have all of our friends who are joining us, so we appreciate that. And boy, do we have a stacked show for you this afternoon.
Suki, when you say stacked, you are not kidding, my friend.
Stacked.
Because coming up first in just a few minutes, Olesya Rulin, she is the star of a new thriller out there called Black Bags.
That sounds scary, that title, right? Black Bags.
You may remember her from High School Musical. She played KESLI. She was the singer. She was the piano player, the songwriter. She was in all three. And of course, you know, the High School Musical franchise, just insanely popular.
Yeah, but talk about a great turn of events with this thriller. Talk about changing, growing, moving on, and she is moving on. And she's also told us that she's coming back to the Disney family. We're going to ask her, what exactly does that mean, going back to the Disney family? What is she going to be doing? Well, she's going to answer that question coming up.
And also after that, we've got global music sensations, Zupanova.
Zupanova.
These guys, Soup, they are Zupa hot. If you will, not Zupa Depeche or Zupa the Clams. They are Zupa hot. They are coming up in just a little bit. They're going to sing. They're in the studio. They've got some great tunes. One of the guys grew up with Fergie.
Oh wow!
Got her into the Black Eyed Peas.
No way.
Yeah. It's wild. Wait till you hear the story.
Is that really the story?
Fantastic. Yep.
Anyway, their music sounds fantastic, and talk about feel good music. And who couldn't Are you guys ready just to feel good from now on?
It's springtime.
I know it's springtime.
I got that sunshine in my pocket.
I always think about Harry Styles.
What's his big song now?
As it was.
As it was.
I love Harry. There's something about Harry.
You got Jonas Brothers coming to Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah.
My daughter's all over me for that.
Jonas Brothers, yeah.
I got Billy Joel,
Bros.
my boy Billy Joel, next Saturday.
I just saw Pat Benatar last night at the Capitol. Very, very fantastic. She's actually touring up and down the East Coast with her husband Neil.
Capitol around the corner from here.
So she said something really something
Thanks
really
for the
funny.
invite, by the way. Appreciate it.
She's, a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer.
Right.
Well, she's a nominee. She's going to be inducted this year.
No, she was inducted.
She was inducted last year, right? So she's rocking. So she said something like, turned 70. Can you believe she's 70 years old?
No, I can't believe
Pat
that.
Benatar, 70. Okay, because you remember from 1980, she was the it girl. She was have 3 grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
And I was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How was your year? And I was like, not that good, but congratulations to you. And let me tell you, her voice is as powerful, as wonderful. I mean, when I tell you it's fantastic, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go and see a lot of these nostalgia shows.
Favorite tune, Pat Benatar?
I mean, she sang "Hell Is for Children," and I was like,
"Hell is for hell."
I mean, she rocked out. "Promises in the Dark" was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, she sang all of her hits. I mean, and if you ever pick up a Pat Benatar album, there's hit after hit after hit.
Beautiful.
It was pretty amazing.
We love it. And Zupanova coming up in just a little bit. Olesya Rulin in just a little bit. First, Suk, I got a great story. Okay. You and I are going to audition in a second. Just last night.
I'm always auditioning.
We're always
Scotty.
auditioning. There's a quick change to the show because last night I had a very nice young lady, a casting director, sent me an email.
She wants you to star in something?
Well, no, close. She wanted to know if I wanted to be a contestant on Jimmy Fallon's.
On The Price is Right.
On Password, Suki, you're close. It
Okay.
began with a P. I would do The Price is Right.
I would
Very
too.
good at that game. So she wanted to know if I wanted to be a contestant on Password.
I remember
Do you know how to play the
Password.
game? You know how? I'm like, I'd be the best contestant ever. And then she said, if you know any other people who want to be on, let us know. I said, how about my partner Suki and I come on the show? And Suki could be with one other celeb, and I'll be with another celeb.
Oh, you mean we can't partner up with each other?
No. We play against each other with the other celebs.
Oh,
so
my
you would
gosh.
be a contestant.
Okay.
I would be a contestant, which guarantees us that one of us wins some cash, and we can just
And we
split
can
it either
split
way.
it,
Yeah.
yes.
So either way, we come out winners. So what I wanted to do is I just wanted to make sure that we're good at this.
Okay.
So what normally I give you the quizzes, so I know the answers. I had Lauren, our executive vice president of communications.
Right.
She wrote down 5 words, Suki. I have not seen these.
Okay.
She's going to give us those words, and we're going to play the game of passwords. See how we do.
So I'm putting my hand out.
Lauren, come on in here, young lady.
I'm guessing, or you're guessing?
No, you're going to get words, and I'm going to get words.
Okay. So
I'm not even looking yet.
Okay.
So you hold it down. Okay. All right, Lauren, give me some of these. Take one. We'll just do 4. I don't want to do an uneven number. All right. So here we go. But you know how password works. You can only do one word. No hand gestures. No. You could do like a little facial stuff, but you can only give one word as the clue. Okay.
Only one word.
Only one word. So, for example, if I were to say to you, wings.
Hot.
Oh, sorry. So now the next group would go. So now they would take hot and hot wing. Oh, I see.
Hot wings.
So now if those people did that and they didn't get it,
maybe I'm not good at password. Maybe I'm not the person you want.
We now know wings is one of the clues, right?
Okay.
So now we would come again, and I would go Victoria's.
Oh, Victoria's Secret Angels.
Angel is the right word.
Okay.
So I think Angel is the only one that could be accepted.
Okay. So
that's how it works.
Okay.
So I said wings.
Okay.
Did I give you? It was like a light wings. Suki.
That's how
I was going.
You have to go for like that.
All right. So you give me one of yours. Go ahead. I have not seen these whatsoever. Snake.
Yes, you got it.
See, I would be great, and you're good at giving the clues. Okay. Here we go. Oh boy, this is a tough one. And you can only do one word. Lead.
Paint.
Oh, so close. So now it would come over to the next person.
Okay.
So now they know.
I'm terrible at
now
this.
they know lead is the answer.
I'm like lead paint.
Okay, so lead, and
oh,
I would go. So now you know lead is one of the clues, and I would go yellow. Yellow
lead.
Yellow and lead, Suki. The password is Suki.
Dude, oh my gosh, I feel a yellow
Suki,
lead.
you're not doing anything for our audition,
lead.
Suki.
I know, nothing.
And you would have lost. It's only 5 seconds.
I would have lost. Yellow.
Pencil is the right
answer.
Pencil is the right answer.
You know what I would have said?
What? You would have.
Number 2.
No, you can't. That's 2 words.
Ticonderoga.
Dixon Ticonderoga? Ticonderoga
is the number 2 pencil.
Okay. Give me another one. Give me
right. I would have gotten it.
No, you wouldn't have said pencil,
Ticonderoga. I would.
Really?
If you said Ticonderoga, I would have said pencil.
Okay. See, but we'd be challengers in this game.
Lead and yellow. Oh, that was tough.
Pencil. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I could have said eraser.
Writing.
I could have said eraser.
Yeah, pencil.
But you can't do this. You can't do writing. You have to say writing.
I would have said, if you said eraser, I would have said pencil.
Right.
Okay. This one's really hard.
Go ahead. See, now you could pass if you didn't want to do it.
Okay. Yeah. This one's really hard.
Go ahead.
You won't know
Go ahead.
where I'm going, but that's too cerebral for you.
What? Show's over, ladies and gentlemen. We'll
It's a book. It's a book. So that's why.
It's a book?
So I wouldn't. No. It's not. No, it's not.
Try it. Try it out. You only have so much time. This isn't all day. It's a TV show. Oh boy. Maybe
Fly.
Maybe I shouldn't bring you with
Fly.
me. Fly. Okay, so now that's
not good.
Give me another one.
Diamond. Can I do that?
Diamond and fly? Oh boy. I don't know.
Runner.
I'm drawing a blank, Suki. What is it?
String.
Fly, fly trap? A trap?
Fly, runner, diamond, beach.
I don't know.
Sky.
I don't know.
Kite.
Oh, a kite. You could have said tail.
If I said tail, you wouldn't have.
I would have got kite.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. Give me one more.
Yeah, all right. Give me this one.
Okay.
Give me this. She saw it.
Yeah, I did.
She's still on. All right, here. Write another word on there. Quick, Lauren. Quick. We don't have time. Olesya Rulin coming up in just a sec.
And you know what I was thinking about? Kite Runner, the book. Would you have known that?
Kite
Runner.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Doo-doo. Elbow.
Arm.
Nice. Ding, 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 ding. That's what I'll send her, Sue.
The rest of it was terrible.
The password is arm.
Okay, I'll do this. We're ready. I'll do the pencil one.
Go ahead.
Ticonderoga.
Pencil.
Yes! You are absolutely correct.
Suki, we'd be very good at password. All right, so that's our audition for password. Olesya Rulin is coming up. She's in a new movie called Black Bags. Take a look. Here's the trailer, and we're going to bring her in on the other side. Watch.
Hey, cute bag. My bag.
I'm so sorry. I just grabbed the first black one that I saw. Your plan is to pin a murder on a perfect stranger?
Why me? Don't you want to know who he was?
Hello, whore.
He was the father of my daughter. He offered me under the table child support if I promised not to tell his real family.
It's my final offer.
I think you're gonna have to help me.
I'm not helping you do anything.
You don't really have a choice. Your fingerprints are all over it. I really think we'd both be better off if we just destroy the thing.
Well, obviously, we don't want to jump to any conclusions.
Are you celebrating something?
Yes. I think Tess here just got away with murder.
Just got away with murder.
Just got away with murder, ladies and gentlemen.
Dun, dun,
Olesya, how are you?
dun.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me.
What's going on? Look at you. Got the birds chirping behind you. It's so serene. Where are you right now?
I live outside of Yosemite National Park. So
Oh my gosh, that's God's country.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stunning. I live with my mom and my husband and our baby. It's fun. And like 25 deer and an obscene amount of squirrels. So it's a lot of fun.
Those darn squirrels are always stealing things from my backyard.
They actually are, right? Like I can't even plant a garden. It's pointless. I'm like,
My husband, he safely relocates them, because they steal so much of your stuff. So my husband and my son will trap them safely, and then they relocate them.
Your son shoots them, and
no,
then
30 miles away. They're like, gets them in the cage, and then you got to put them far away, or else they'll know to come back to your backyard. Believe it or not.
My brother did that, and the squirrel came back.
Oh my gosh!
We only went like 5 miles. It came right back. Same
squirrel. Oh my god!
How do you know it's the same squirrel?
Because they go to the same burrows. They're just like they have the same pattern.
They're in the same family. I think they're back.
Yeah.
By the way, how old is the baby now?
I have a little munchkin. Her name is Ondine, and she's 8 months old.
Ondine, congratulations!
How cool is that?
It's beautiful.
Thank
Has
you.
motherhood changed you? How does motherhood feel? The whole process. I mean, you're not even done with your first year.
Yeah, I mean, I hope motherhood changes everyone, right?
I think it does. I think it changes a woman entirely. I mean,
Entirely,
I know it's changed me.
I think it's made me a better human.
Yeah.
And my boundaries stronger, which is such a beautiful gift.
Yep.
And just my capacity to love and also to function on so little. That's definitely increased.
So much love with so little energy.
I know.
So little energy. Yeah, and I think it just made me generally a more honest human being, and much more fierce, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Olesya, of course, everybody knows you from playing Kelsey back in the High School Musical franchise, but this movie that I think just came out a couple days ago.
On the 11th,
right?
2 days ago, yeah.
On the 11th, a couple days ago, Black Bags, a little different look for you. And this thing, from the trailer, this thing looks like one of those edge of your seat, oh my God, bags get mixed up, you're the innocent one. And it's just
someone frames you.
Yes, doesn't turn out very good for you. and it just looks to be like almost reminded me of like the old movie Single White Female. If you remember that movie, with Jennifer Jason Leigh, I think was in that movie. But it's something like that, right? You guys kind of get
Bridget Fonda.
The bags, Bridget. You get the bags mixed up on the bus, and Laura Vandervoort, she kind of plays the bad one, and it all seems to go badly for you, correct?
Well, it's not going great, and I don't want to give any spoilers away, but Black Bags is definitely it's more than just like an average thriller, and I know that's why Laura and I both signed on to do it, because it's about two women that seem polar opposites, but as the movie progresses and the screenplay does so well to describe both of us, you get closer and closer to seeing that as all women, we're so multifaceted and multi-layered, and these two characters have a lot more in common than what first seems to show up on the page. And that's why it was so interesting to play Tess and to have Laura play the counterpart, and they kind of blend in the middle halfway through the film. And then you see like, oh, you know what? There's just so much more to this story and so much more to all women's stories. And it's really rare. I've been acting for 24 years, which is insane. I'm 37.
I know, that's insane.
Wow.
Yeah. My pension plan has vested.
I love it. You're completely vested. I love it.
Yeah. Which is kind of nuts, but you never get that much screen time because it's just me and Laura in this whole film. Basically, we have obviously other castmates, but who are incredible. But for the most of the time, it's just me and Laura on set and on screen. And it's interesting because you don't get that much face time with another woman, let alone in the entire film. And I knew that drawed me and Laura to do it. And Josh Brandon and our beautiful director and our writers did a wonderful job to make these characters more just more complicated and authentic to a woman's experience versus like the normal like thriller, stress, which is fun, but there's more to this than that.
So it's like a psychological thriller, right?
It's definitely psychological. Yeah, we have blood, but it's not a slasher. It's more of it does require you to contemplate and be like, like what is actually happening and what is.
I think those are the worst because those are the worst because there's a lot to the story, and then you're like, oh my God, this can really happen because we all know some strange things happen in this world. Yeah. And there are strange people out there.
I like that point of view, Suki. Yeah, this actually could happen. Absolutely.
Did you and Laura know each other before this movie?
No, not at all. We met in rehearsal. Josh, our director, is a theatrical director. We were really lucky because he stressed rehearsal time, which you never get these days on a film, let alone on a TV show. It just doesn't happen. So we met in rehearsal because we had such a small shooting window. It was less than a month to shoot an entire film. And we're in every scene. It's just monologue upon monologue. So we had rehearsal time. So I met her during that process and we hit it off. And the irony is like she plays that bad guy, right? And I'm not speaking for Laura. Like we've had this conversation before. I'm tiny. I'm 5'2", and I look like all innocent. And I am such a tough girl. You have no idea. I'm so rough and tumble. And then she's this beautiful, tall, edgy woman on frames, right? And then she's the sweetest, softest human beings. We're actually polar opposite of the characters we play. So that was a fun dynamic.
I love it.
So the movie's called Black Bags. It just came out. You got to go check it out. It looks like one of those, and you know what? You got to see it in the theater.
Yeah.
One of those where you got the stereo,
the sound, the popcorn. Sound. You got to get the whole feel.
You got to check it out.
Yeah. It's one of those beautiful ones. And there was a tornado when we were shooting, which was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Where'd you
that's behind the scenes. Oklahoma.
Oh, in Oklahoma. Where our boy Phil lives.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
I know you're a trained ballet dancer and a pianist as well.
No, I actually have no idea how to play an instrument.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, it said you're a trained pianist
I don't know. I think
your bio.
people. I know. I don't know why there's like this like rumor has been going on for like 24 years or something.
Probably from High School Musical.
Probably. And I corrected it and like changed to forums. I'm like, guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just pretended. I watched Casablanca and I watched Alicia Keys' music videos. And I was like, if I can just pour my energy out there and fake it, and then they would put a pad behind the keys, and so I would just go ham, and then I had a hand double because I have no idea how to play an instrument.
Oh my gosh, they had a hand double during High School Musical. That is crazy.
So my question, Olesya, my question of did you know how to play while you were on High School Musical right out the window?
Right out.
Yeah, no idea. I'm just a really great actor. I also don't know how to like dance hip hop.
I like that.
I'll do whatever you tell me to do. If there's, give me a paycheck, a contract, I'll learn.
You're directable. You're directable.
Yeah.
We had Bart Johnson on a few months ago. He played Coach Bolton on the franchise, of course. And, he was just raving about what a great close group you guys were, how much fun you had on the set. And one of the questions I asked him was, after the first one, how amazed were you at how big worldwide phenomenon this thing became and how famous you guys all got from this franchise?
I think it was a beautiful time in the industry, and there wasn't anything like that since like Grease for this younger generation. We just got really lucky. By the time High School Musical, the first one came, it was my 5th movie for Disney Channel. So I was already like a Disney Channel kid. It's something I did every summer. I made a movie. I loved the projects I was part of. So after High School Musical 1, to me, it was like, oh, this is just like another Disney Channel film that I made. And then I actually was a nursing assistant, a CNA in a part of a hospital and like a retirement center. So I had my patients. I was going to college full time for economics and business marketing. And then after the first one, like it premiered, I would put I would wheel my patients into like the sunroom and they would be watching the movie. And I was like, that's weird, but that's whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was like, well, might get a little confusing. They all had dementia. I was like, I don't know how this is going to play out.
They had dementia because that'd be freaky.
Oh my God, that's wild.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, maybe change the channel. And then it got even bigger. But honestly, I was in school full time. I was pursuing a double major. I definitely wanted to go into marketing for like really big products like Dove. And then I moved to France. I moved to Paris to study international econ. And then Kenny Ortega actually called me, and I was stealing Wi-Fi in like an alley because I didn't have money. I was a poor student, like very poor. And he's like, it was FaceTiming me or Skyping me from London. He's like, where are you? I was like, I'm trying to be an economist. And he's like, get your butt back to America. We're going to make the second High School Musical. And I was like, oh, and I didn't register to me that it was big. Honestly, it was in my completely different world. And it wasn't until Kenny called, and then I got on the Metro, and it was I didn't say yes right away. I was like, I don't know, because I didn't want to. I had a full rate scholarship. I didn't want to lose all my like credentials. And then the Metro pulled up, and it was High School Musical plastered on the whole train.
Oh man!
And I was like, well, if this thing's chasing me halfway across the world, and fine. So I got on a plane and never came home. Never came back to Paris.
What an omen!
Yeah.
What an omen to say yes, right? Like with the train.
When that train came by, all you heard was, "We're all in this together, but we are." How dare you not know the song, Suki?
Sorry,
it's okay. I'm not offended. But it was a beautiful franchise, and I loved Disney.
Suki and I love each other to death. The one thing I can't stand is that she never watches High School Musical.
Well, you had an older daughter at the time,
but your daughter's the age right now, Suk, that she should be watching High School Musical.
Yes, but they watch different shows. They watch different shows.
And zombies. You got to watch zombies on Disney also, Suk.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
But you know what I learned about you as we're doing research, that you love to promote taking care of the planet, sustainable living, and also, you live at Yosemite. But
that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, but you have a nature preserve back in Russia?
I do. So with my Disney money,
wait, Olesya, so they got that right, but the pianist part is wrong.
I have no idea. I've literally corrected it for years. And I think maybe people just want to hold on to that fact that maybe I am like just Kelsey and I could do all these things. I'm like, guys, I'm just a good actor. Yes. So I was born in what was the USSR, in a little village of 12 houses, like no indoor plumbing, lived off the land. Both my parents are forest rangers and taxidermists by trade. And so when we moved to America when I was 8 years old, I was already ingrained in this environmentalist lifestyle. And it was so part of me that it wasn't ever like, I'm an environmentalist. It was just a way of life for us. And now as I've grown, it's just transitioned into becoming an advocate for the things that and on our beautiful planet that can't speak, or our trees
Yes.
and animals. And when I was 28, so I guess 9 years ago, my mom and I bought the village I'm actually from, all the land around it, which is 460 acres. Hello, sexy picture of me. 460 acres of land that we keep from being poached, illegally logged, and just really in its natural form. And there's a creek through it, there's animals in it. We put salt licks for the bears. It's really wonderful. And then we employ villagers from the surrounding area and a lot of single mothers that are in their late 40s. And yeah, they get to live on our property for free. We do provide them a home, and then they get also an income. It's really incredible. It's a lot of work because sometimes I'm just like, I'm buying tractor wheels. Like, it's so far from walking a red carpet. Like, my life is a place of duality, and it used to be a kind of a hard thing for me to process. But now, as I've gotten older, I've really committed to living in a place where that's okay. Like, my life is very split, and that can live at the same time.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know what, Olesya, I think that's something that a lot of people have to deal with, that, you know, especially as women, you are many things at many moments to everybody, right? And you, especially being as creative as you are and being in the industry for as long as you've been, since you were little, I mean, I'm sure that was a tough process because, you know, I'm a grown woman with 2 children. And, you know, I really realized, I mean, and nothing against our good, you know, the men in the world, nothing at all against them.
Go ahead. That means you're about to say something.
But I do believe that women do carry a little bit more in terms of that duality, that really explaining that thing. It's true. It's true. He can deny it all he wants, but I do believe.
Suki, I'm in Wegmans every day. You don't have to tell me. I do all the food shopping.
Just because you're food shopping doesn't mean that you're carrying.
My wife's got me running all over the place, all right?
Well, good for her. Good for you and good for her. I think we're definitely, it's a yin and yang, but I agree with you, Suki, in the sense that I think women are gifted with more talents when it comes to being more duality friendly. We are gifted with the talents of being able to do more at the same time. And then there's a responsibility with that comes just innately by being alive and being a female presenting person, right? Men have their own talents that they're gifted with that we don't share. And I love that. I think that's the beauty of it. And I think for me, it took a long time to get the conflict out of it.
Yeah. Listen, on that note, who do you guys think is going to be the first pick in the NFL draft this year? Anybody? I
have no idea. My husband doesn't watch sports, so I have no idea what's happening.
Olesya, listen, thank you so much for coming on. The movie is called Black Bags. It's actually out now. Is it on demand as well? Digital?
Yes, it's like everywhere. It's on Apple TV. Just Google Black Bags movie, and like every different platform will pop up. Whatever works for you, you will find it. It's on Vudu, it's on Vimeo. Like, just find it. Just
you know what? You gotta if you don't see it in the theater, which you really should. I'm a theater guy. I like to go to the movies, but if you have to watch the soup, you got to do it at night.
Yeah.
Turn the lights off.
Get some popcorn.
Get all your snacks. Before.
Yeah.
And just just sit there and.
It's a good Friday night.
Olesya, thank you so much. Absolutely. Listen, before you go, real quick, you mentioned something that you were going to be doing for Disney soon that you've been waiting to do, for a while. Can you talk about that or no?
Yes, I just got my dream job as of last week, and I'm so excited. I've been trying to get into the voiceover world of Disney because I love working for them for about 12 years. And it's so funny because a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, she's doing this project and this project. And it feels like it's overnight success, right? And people don't understand that I have been plowing in this direction for 12 years. So I just became a voice of a new Disney animated series. I can't tell you what it is yet, but I am over the moon because I get to entertain children again. And it's so innocent and fun, but there's it's Disney. So of course there's like meaning behind the story and depth. And it's something that really truly sets my soul on fire. So watch out for me soon as a voice.
Congratulations.
Exclusive news right here on this fine program.
And come back when you're able to talk about it, please.
Thank you so much.
I would love that.
And next time you come back, I want you to know how to play the piano.
Clearly.
And we're going to sing together.
No, we want to we want to see the baby, and maybe you can give us some tips on being more of
sustainability.
a conservationist. No, a conservationist. Because
Yes.
to save the world.
Oh, to save the world. Yes.
We love this world, and you know, I believe in progress, not perfection. So we can do little sustainability tips or big ones. Or
I love it.
easy.
I love it. Let's do it.
Olesya, thank you so much. Black Bags in the theaters and on digital, everybody. You got to go check it out. It's a nice little wild ride. Enjoy the rest of your day, young lady.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. That's what I've been watching her since she's like 12 years old.
Yeah, it looks like she's like really grown up. She's really done a lot of work in finding herself and who she is, and the fact that she's on this new road, redefining herself, but yet keeping her roots and tentacles in Disney and doing something that she loves. Just feels probably like a full circle moment for her.
Together.
Woo!
All right, listen, the boys from Zupanova coming up in just a second.
I bet you they didn't watch High School Musical.
There's no way these guys are watching High School Musical. Maybe they do. We're coming right back right after this fantastic message from our friends at Barish and McGarry. Hey, everybody, it's your pal Suki and Scott here with a very important message from our friends at the law firm of Barish and McGarry.
Did you live, work, or go to school in Lower Manhattan below Canal Street either on 9/11 or in the 8 months after?
If you did, you need to contact Barish and McGarry at 911deadline.com. I know several people who did, and they are very happy right now.
And you too may be eligible for free lifetime health care as well as an award from the 9/11 Victim Compensation Fund.
Suk, let's say it again. Free lifetime health care. Our government created these programs for everyone who was breathing in all that toxic dust.
But you see, a lot of people aren't enrolling because they think it's only for first responders.
Couldn't be further from the truth. The fund is also for office workers who were working downtown at the time.
Also, the 25,000 downtown residents. How about the 50,000 students and teachers who are also in the area?
And even if you're currently healthy, you can get in touch with Barish and McGarry at 911deadline.com. They're the lawyers for the 9/11 community.
It's 911deadline.com.
Ah, yes, indeed. Our friends at Barish and McGarry. Give them a call. Ladies and gentlemen, Suk,
Zupanova.
We have, before we get to Zupanova, you know, we've been posting some pretty good stuff of the progress of this show. You guys who have been with us for the last 3 years, you know where we started in our homes as kind of just a fun, we started before COVID, so it wasn't because of COVID. We started right before COVID, but during COVID, we kept the show going almost every day, just hanging out, giving people a place to show up. Here we are. We have all this distribution. We are starting very soon on a cable network called Cheddar. Jeff, you want to throw that up? Little Cheddar News Network, which is 30 million homes around the country. Did Jeff fall asleep over there? Where'd he go?
He's getting it. He's got it. Yeah,
oh, there he is. So there we are, Cheddar News. That's coming soon, Suk, and that's 30 million homes across the country. Not to mention the USA Today family of channels. They also have channels and streaming platforms all over the country. And that's national, of course. I think we could put that up as well. Nope, not Cheddar, Jeff. He's falling asleep again, Suk.
It's okay. It's Cheddar News. It's USA Today networks.
And we're just, we just keep cruising along with the show, getting bigger each and every month. But we will continue on the Facebook Lives.
Well, that's where we started.
For our audience,
yeah.
for the audience of our favorite viewers who've been watching, for 3 years, and they're the ones who pushed us to where we are.
Pushed us, but also like if you can, check us out on these other platforms, it'd be amazing. Screenshot it. Tell us you're watching.
Yeah,
we'd love to have that sort of input to know that you're watching us in different places, and now you can get us not only on Apple TV, we're on News 12 Plus.
To be
in the tri-state area every Sunday at 11. That's Altice channel 60 and 61, excuse me, and FiOS
530.
530. Yes, 530. There you go.
So we got a lot of things.
And
happen.
Stir, we're on Stir.
I mean,
Tubi,
local
Roku.
now. These are all free streaming platforms where you just go on
and look up Suki and Scott.
And you just Google the Suki and Scott show, and we pop up, and we have some previous shows that we've done, some of your favorites with some of our favorite guests, and we have some great guests coming up right now. These guys are called Zupanova, Suk. They are a global musical act sensation. Here's a little bit of Zupanova, then we'll bring the boys in on the other side. Take a look.
Hey, put your hands to the top, hey, move your hands, make it drop, hey, we might blow up, but we never go pop, hey, put your hands to the top, hey, move your hands, make it drop, hey, we might blow up, on your favorite song. Feeling your vibe, know it turns you on. We gon' rock steady till the break of dawn. Baby, gyrate, make your booty shake. Bump, vibrate to your body, ayy. Bouncing off the walls like a Cali quake. This is jump off straight out the gate, ayy. Hey, put your hands to the top, top, hey. Move your ass, make it drop, drop, hey. We might blow up, but we never go pop, pop, hey. Put your hands to the top, top, hey. Move your ass, make it.
Now we can go. Ticonderoga. Supanova's on the show. What's up, fellas?
Hey,
how you doing?
What's happening? Thank you for having us on the Suki and Scott show.
Oh, I love it,
guys. Let's just get this out of the way. Any High School Musical in your lives or no?
Absolutely not.
There you go.
Thank you.
I feel like I have to have young kids.
You know, they don't. These guys are transcending not only music, but it's like fashion, culture, it's music, it's love. That music is just, it just kind of is everything in one song. So tell us about how you came up with the concept.
How you guys got together.
Well, to make a really long story, semi-long. My cousin actually, it was one of those things where he was, every time we'd have like a family get together, he'd be like, oh, my friend, I got to link you up. And then apparently he was telling him the same thing. Oh, my cousin. And so it just became like this mystery guy that I kind of questioned. I'm like, is this guy even real? Are you just like making him up? And then, and then one day, lo and behold, I'm like playing drums at this, for this like metal band in a rehearsal. And I come out on a break and my cousins hit me up. He's like, hey, remember that guy? I'm like, yeah, the guy that doesn't exist. And then, and so he's like, yeah, come to the studio. And because I'm a studio musician. So we had a session for like a totally unrelated artist. And we killed it. And then at that point, we were kind of doing music for other artists as like producers, musicians, songwriters, and stuff like that. And then, it was just pretty easy to think like, well, we're doing this for other people. Like, why don't we do it for ourselves?
Definitely.
I love it.
mean,
So
we're around a lot of unique people, and the kind of variety of music and the diversity that we are working on and creating is Zupanova. The sound just kind of really fits to what we're doing.
I mean, it seems otherworldly, if you know what I mean. Is that what you were going for? Like something just kind of...
something that's out of this world, but down to earth at the same time.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it. Rossella and Davy Brown are their names. And you guys had some, I was reading one of your songs. Let me just make sure I got it right. It's called Don't Think. Right.
Yes.
And you guys, it was number 5 as the most streamed song, right? And downloaded song on the college radio charts. So North American College Radio, which, as you know, that to get into that audience is insane.
It's surprising. I mean, shout out to Jacopo, and we just did a good combination, and we even have more songs, and we just kind of work really good together. And so we can't wait for other people to hear the other songs we did as well with Jacopo.
Rossell's got ties to the Black Eyed Peas. I was telling Suki
about
your
dropping
furry
names.
connection, but I'm gonna use that as a little bit of a tease, because I know you guys have 1 or 2 songs you want to do there in the studio. So, so we'll talk about your ties to Fergie on the other side, but I just want to hear, give me a little sound, give us a little tunage from the studio there.
Oh, right. All right.
Yeah, we speaking of Don't Think.
Let's get to it.
All right.
This is Don't Think, you guys. Hey. All right, now. Yeah. Hey. Jacopo.
I like the, I love the, I want the pressure. Give it to me now, now. I touch you, I hold you, put in the effort. Give it to me now, now. I like the, I love the, I want the pressure. Give it to me now, now. I touch you, I hold you, put in the effort. Give it to me now, now. Don't think when you're all with me and we're smoking our trees and we're feeling so free. Don't think When we're posted outside, you're on my side, baby, you're my vibe. Don't think she push it on me and I fell back. She going wild, don't know how to act. Ain't gon' flinch, ain't gon' bleed. Got me thinking, baby, got me on the brink. Baby, she a shooter. We getting lost in Bermuda. Every little sip, she getting cuter. Pop up in the Aruba on the scooter. Baby, getting high up on this Buddha. I'm just in my vibe, I might see true love. Got her rolling up my jubies and we smoke up. She go crazy, I don't keep her waiting too long. Don't think when you're rolling with me, smoking on trees and we're feeling so free. Don't think, and we're posted outside and you're on my side, baby, you're my vibe. Don't think, she push up on me and I fell back. She going wild, don't know how to act. Ain't gon' flinch, ain't gon' bleed. Got me thinking, baby, got me on the brink. You ain't gotta think too far. Girl, you ain't gotta try too hard. You ain't gotta think too far. You ain't gotta try too hard. Say, ooh, you make me wanna slide that. Say, ooh, you make me wanna try that. Say, ooh, you make me wanna slide that.
I love it. Make me want to try that.
With me, we're smoking on trees and we're feeling so free. Don't think, and we're posted outside and you're on my side, baby, you're my vibe. Don't think, she push it on me and I fell back. She go wild, don't know how to act. Ain't gon' flinch, ain't gon' bleed. Got me thinking, baby, got me on the brink. Baby, don't think. You too insecure, you're putting no love on brain. So don't think. Baby, I'm not the villain. My heart is spilling to the ceiling. I'm out for millions. So don't think we came this far just to let it go. Blaming me for every girl you think is a. We gon' pull up in a drop top with y'all Copo. And you can watch from the sidelines when we get this dough. So don't think we're rolling with me and we're smoking on trees and we're feeling so free. Don't think, and we're posted outside and you're on my side, baby, you're my vibe. Don't think she push up on me and I fell back. She going wild, don't know how to act. Ain't gon' flinch, ain't gon' bleed. Got me thinking, baby, got me on the brink. Don't think.
I love it. I'm not thinking. I'm ready for summer with that song. I mean, I'm like serious.
Baby, don't think.
I love it. I love it. It has
stuff.
like, I mean, how would you describe that song? Like, what would that be? I'm just curious. Like, how'd you come up with that whole concept?
Well, I mean, originally in the studio, we kind of had like a connect with this, like a label A&R guy. And he was like, hey, I got this guy that'd be good for you. And then, which is usually like, doesn't really work out in those senses, but this actually was perfect. And so we linked up with Jacopo and I had a session in the studio that was ready, good to go. Like a track that I thought would probably work with both of us. And then next thing you know, he pulls out a guitar, starts jamming a little bit. I pull out a guitar, start jamming a little bit. We're going back and forth. And then at that point, Ross
Magic.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden we're singing and we're doing all this stuff. And then I turned around and I'm like, nah, and I just totally deleted the session that I had lined up. And I was like, I'm like, we're going to do what we just did right now. and then, so yeah, we started recording it and it became Don't Think. But yeah, ultimately it was just like an impromptu kind of just off the cuff. And what we had planned originally was just completely thrown out. And we're like, yeah, we're going with this vibe right now.
Kind of created like a SoCal sound right there. Almost sounds like
right.
It's definitely
we're not SoCal people, but it's got that California sound.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like it has like it. I feel like it's both East Coast and West Coast. I feel like it could ride both sides.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listening to you, I felt like I was like, by the water with a little
a tequila.
daiquiri or a tequila. On a beautiful day.
Hanging out on a beautiful day.
Before you guys
1942.
Yeah.
Before you guys started playing, I mentioned that Russell had you have like childhood ties to Fergie. And is it true you actually introduced her to the Black Eyed Peas and Will.i.am?
Yeah. We went to school together and
wow.
ran into her. And so she was telling me, I was telling her that I'm working with those guys. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm a big fan of them. I would love to meet them. And so we invited her to the studio. And she came down. We were working with Apple the App, and Apple the App heard her. He was like, yeah, we got to bring her to the studio.
Wow.
Brought her to the studio. At that time, they were working on Where's the Love, and she hopped on it, and the rest is just history.
Killed it. She killed it.
So do you know what I always do very well? People in the place, if you wanna get down.
Rosella Davis.
Nailed it.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you.
You guys are, I mean, obviously music is in every part of your being, right? I mean, you guys are studio musicians. You're putting your craft out there.
Right.
What is it about this that made you want to go solo and say, yo, I think we've got something special that we want to put out into the world?
I think part of that was kind of how I had said before, was just we were like producing and songwriting for so many other artists that it just became like a no-brainer to get out some of that stuff that we had ourselves. Because what happens is, like, sometimes you're constrained within the lines of, okay, this artist that you're working with, like, you know, tell us about you, or sometimes we already know their story type thing. So then working within that sort of framework, you know, if it's like a hip hop artist, then I'm going to do something that's, let's say, probably hip hop related, to where there were certain things that were inside of us that we just couldn't get out because the artists weren't there that we were working with, that we felt like there were certain things that we had that would fit tailored to them. And so ultimately, when we're looking for that artist, we're like, you know, I'm pretty sure like we are those artists. Like,
that's amazing.
And,
I mean, look at all the good. How many instruments do you guys play, out of curiosity?
8 million. No, I don't know. If it makes sound, I can probably play it.
Wow,
amazing.
I love the sound you guys have, and listen, you've opened up for bands like Fall Out Boy and BTS, and Fall Out Boy, they're like, so light 'em up, right? That's Fall Out Boy, right?
Yeah,
I should be singing. I should be with you guys. That's what should be.
The fact that you
collab.
They hang out. Some of their videos have beautiful women, Zook. I'm very jealous of Zupanova.
I know you are.
I know you guys want to. You guys want to do? You got one more in you?
Oh yeah,
sure.
Unless that's only if you guys are ready to celebrate.
Absolutely, baby. Let's light it up.
Well, then I guess we're gonna have to do the track that is titled "Celebrate."
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Let's celebrate, you guys. Celebrate. Yeah, we having good times. Out to sunshine. Having good time. Hey, Dee, that guy, campaign, namaste, Lahaim, salud. It's time to celebrate. Everybody hands up. Do it just tonight. Come on. Tonight. We gonna celebrate like it's your birthday. Just toast it up. You know what's up. It's a new year. We gonna celebrate. It's a new day, let's celebrate. Put up your hands, put down your hate, and everything else that divides us. Roll up, spark up, and light us, yeah. Now we on the lead. We so fly like 24/7. Take off and go get it. And middle finger to the haters and bigots. We on that movement. Freak nasty is how we do it. Don't matter who you are or the color of your skin, reach for the stars. Gyrate and do something. It's one life to live, don't do nothing. Stand out, be you, be proud. Yo, DJ, turn it loud. Everybody turn it loud. Everybody hands up. Do it tonight. Come on. We gonna celebrate like it's your birthday. Just toast it up, you know what's up. It's a new year. We gonna celebrate. It's our year, now watch us get it. We paid in full, no need for credit. Zupanova, don't forget it. Around the world, they all done with it. Banging in your neighborhood, moving like a train. With them sonic frequencies that keep on ringing in your brain. From LA to NY, our spaceship is so fly. Europe down to the Philippines, we stop by to say hi. Mexico to Rio, Russia, Japan. All around the world,
throw up your head.
Everybody,
Hands up, it's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate like it's your birthday.
yeah, it's the
New Year, it's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Feliz, Dagai, Comfey, Namaste, Lahai, Salud. It's time to celebrate. Hey, there's a party going on now. Supernova got the party going on now. There's a party going on here. Supernova got the party going on here.
Woo! Let me tell you something. That song is
It's still going.
Supernova. It's the Suki and Scott show. Hey, put them up. Put them up. Put them up. Celebrate your day, y'all.
everybody.
Hands up.
Do it just tonight,
Tonight, we gonna celebrate like it's your birthday. Just toast it up, you know what's up. It's the new year. We gonna celebrate. Everybody, hands up. Do it just tonight. We gonna celebrate like it's your birthday. Just toast it up, you know what's up. It's the new year. We gonna celebrate. One more time. Supernova got the party going on. Gonna celebrate. Got the Supernova we got the party going on here.
I mean,
So I can hear that in every bas mitzvah and sweet 16
forget that.
in all of New York.
That's
Exactly.
like a summer song. That is like a summer song.
Fellas, that's a good tune for the summer.
Thank you.
That really is a good. We got to get that thing rolling.
I mean, you got in the Namaste and Lahaim. I mean, you got an Indian and a Jew. I mean, it's like it's amazing right here.
I'm telling you.
We were like, what? Did you just say Namaste and Lahaim?
That's a radio song right there.
There we
It
go.
really is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What can we do, Sue? Can we get that? You know anybody?
We should call up Z100 right
Oh
now.
my
Elvis
God,
Duran. Let's
yeah.
do it.
There we go.
Really fantastic. Love you guys.
Hey, thank you. Love you too. Zupa love.
Before we go, you guys got some events coming up, right? Some live events coming?
Yes, we have. We're performing on March 7th. Not March. I'm sorry, May 7th. That's going to be at the Mayfest Civic Carson Civic Center, and it's for a benefit of caregivers. So come on out to Carson Civic Center May 7th, and we'll be there performing on the main stage, also with the Wish Bus.
That's amazing.
I love it. I love it. Zupanova, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys are super talented.
Zupanova.com.
Yes,
ZupanovaOfficial.com, and you can also follow us on every major platform at Zupanova, ZUPANOVA.
Oh, I love it.
Congratulations on Don't Think.
Russell and Dave. Listen, you guys, really good, man. I'm telling you, that was a
Much
great
appreciated.
tune, that last one.
Thank you for having us on the show.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We're
Absolutely,
super
guys.
honored.
This will air. This will air in a whole bunch of places, man. Well, you know we're going to put out that clip of us dancing. So
Yeah,
there you go.
There you go.
That song is great. It's
Zupanova, guys. ZupanovaOfficial.com. Rossell, Davey, guys.
You two are gentlemen too.
Thank you. Yeah, you got
it's a pleasure. Pleasure talking to you.
When you got, anytime you got some new stuff, man, come on back. We love it.
We will. We got some new stuff on the way.
There we go.
Beautiful. Zupanova. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Wow, Suki, that was really good.
I mean,
everybody. I mean, I got the song on my head the first time we heard it.
I mean, that's when you know you have a, what's it called, an earworm that's going to be super successful.
Yeah,
You can't get it out.
It's funny because I earlier in the show, I was goofing around. I'm like, I got that sunshine. Remember when that came out?
Yeah.
We were still on the news. Everybody was singing to it. Everybody was doing videos to it. That's one of those songs.
Yeah, definitely.
All you need is the right person to say, hey, that's a great tune. Let's get it on.
Absolutely. Because there's so many talented people that we cover all the time here.
Yeah.
And
damn, Zupanova.
These guys have friends in high places though. They're out in LA, and when you know like Will.i.am and Fergie. I mean, come on. It's a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, another fantastic Suki and Scott show. Alessia
Exhausted.
Rulin,
So much
Black
energy.
Bags, a lot of energy, right?
So exhausting.
We got to redo our password in just a second.
Definitely.
But we'll say goodbye for now. We love you guys. We'll re-air the show later on so our audience can get together again. We're back next week. Another fantastic show. You guys are going to love it. Keep watching. We got superstar after superstar. Got a lot of American Idol winners coming up.
I love
So
American
For some
Idol.
reason, I'm getting emails from American Idol winners.
I love it. Let's do it.
So we got some great shows coming up. We love you guys. Hey, don't forget, we're on News 12 every Sunday. Here's a little reminder, and we will see you guys later on. We love you guys. Thank you. Oh, my goodness, Souk, the reviews from News 12 Plus are in. My mother wrote their chemistry is off the charts. There's your promo right there. Listen, we are the Suki and Scott Show, and you can find us every Sunday morning at 11 on News 12 Plus.
And we are brought to you by our good friends of Barish and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.